Hello and welcome. Today it's a wonderful Saturday and I'm inside about to do this video. This is a request by Luke Morrison. He's kind of requested that I do a step-by-step video guide on, making a box of Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines or any kind of box. Something that I haven't really thought about doing. I know a lot of people are interested in it in terms of the painting and things. I much prefer the modelling and the gluing. So this is going to be the video. It is a request. I've said many times, whoever you are, anywhere in the world, you put out a request and I'll try my very best to do it, because after all, this is your television in a way. You choose the content. You've probably noticed, I do have my coffee with me. I didn't draw that or paint that. It was a friend that did that for me on this mug. So in a way, it's kind of a gift, but a very humbling gift. When someone makes you something, I think it's a bit more special than if they buy you something. And I do have my coffee because it's a relaxed video. It's not a review or anything like that. It's a chill out video. Put some music on, have a drink, and go through a box. So, this is what I will be doing. Not all of them. I will be making just one of these, but I will unbox it and take you through the steps that I go through when I build some miniatures or build a miniature. Hope it's useful. I do apologise about the angle of the camera. There's just no way I can think of getting it an overhead camera or even in front of me unless I did all this on a bigger table, and I don't feel like moving all of my things into different rooms. So this is what you're going to be stuck with, this kind of like flanking camera, but now and again I will move things in your line of sight. So what I would do, obviously I'd normally unbox it with a nice knife. Before I continue though, I will just mention some of the tools I've got with me. I will zoom out a little bit, so I'll do it quite slowly. There we go. So as you can see, I've got my paint station. Sometimes I'll do it on there, sometimes I won't, it depends. For the nature of this video I will, but sometimes I'll just take the whole paint station off and do it on the normal table. Got my water palettes, which I haven't really used yet. Got some glue. You can use any kind of plastic glue. I've got Revel glue, it's quite cheap and it lasts forever. Seriously, if you've ever had that glue, you know that you'll be coming back to it after months and months and you'll still have some. I like to have some models that I've previously just done around near me. It's kind of like, it sounds a bit sad, but a little bit of company, and just remind me of my most recent accomplishment in a way. I've got lots of tools here. I've got some pliers, little drill, brush, some files, very sharp knife, bits. I've got a load of bits in there just in case, you never know. I've got my bits box behind me, got all my paints on this side, there are tons of them. Got some models over there that I'll probably be doing later on, and then I've got some more sprues and things of models that I'm going to be doing probably later on or maybe the next day. But I thought I'd just zoom out for you, show you the kind of setup I've got. I've got a load of cutting mats this side as well, just in case that's where the paints are on. So we'll zoom back in. Just get it right. So I normally unbox it, and I have done an unboxing and review of this. Well, I've done an unboxing and review of this. So if you're watching this, this is you'll basically be seeing me do complete a model that I would have already completed and reviewed, which is pretty cool. But I just checked I've got all the bases. That's a big gripe of mine. And like I say, this is just a chill out video. I'm not going to feel pressured in time and things. If it goes over, it goes over. I'll put it in more parts. I'm quite a slow worker when it comes to things like that, because I just like to take my time and have quality over quantity. I'm not an industrial machine. I'm not just going to... I'd rather get them all right, especially when it comes to glue and things. So I check that I've got everything. I've got the instructions. I won't be using the instructions just because, let's just say, I'm kind of experienced in building things. However though, I will look at them and just have a look at some of the options. So they're a useful kind of guide. Another useful thing is if you've got a couple of bags for spare bits, it just saves you, to put them in, just saves you having them all around your area that you're working in. I obviously disregard the transfer sheet. I don't really use that. I've got lighting. I've got light from the window, and I've got a lamp. It's an okay lamp. It's not incredible, but so I'll make sure I've got the bases. Now, with me today, we're only going to be making one, so I'll only pick one base. I don't know about you guys. Now, I'll be doing things different to you all. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. It's just what works for you. And if you have got better ways of doing things, put them in the comments, please. You might even see some better ways of doing things. Now, safety wise, I do use a hobby knife a lot of the time. It is very, very sharp, and safety wise, I wouldn't suggest you copy a lot of the things I do, because I will hold things and, you know, cut towards myself and actually, you know, chip the tips of knives and things like that. So I wouldn't suggest you do any of those things. I'd try and keep it all on the cutting mat, but it's just what works for me. Majority of the time I don't cut myself, so I think I've only cut myself a few times in the whole history of me doing this hobby, so I don't think it's that bad. So I get a base, and we will just be making a... Looking at here, I think we'll make... I want to make a grav gun, Space Marine. I like the look of the grav guns. I like the salvo rule and things like that. I like the AP2, that they're all AP2. And if you do hear some whirring noises and beeps and bops, I think I've got left my Xbox on for a little while, and I've got my laptop whirring away processing a video. So, you know, things are happening while I'm doing this, but that's the way it should be. It's a chill out video, so you know, I can be doing things like that at the same time. So what I normally start with is obviously the base. You saw me cut a little bit there. It's just a little niggling thing that I do. So I'll prepare a base, and then I'll go straight onto the legs, and I'll pick a pair of legs. Now, if I can't pick a pair of legs, now if you know, I won't be talking through all of this. There will be silence now and again. But if I can't pick a pair of legs, I'll just cut off a few of them. But I use these pliers, these plastic cutters, sorry, and I want him kind of holding his gun, you know, pointing it at the enemy, with a little bit of weight on his back foot. So I kind of want, I think that would be quite a good pair of legs there to use. So, and again, they do say don't cut really close to the model, and I try not to, but invariably you might. But the good thing about this is you can always just clear it up. As you can see, I haven't really cut too close. There's still a little bit of plastic on there, which is good. It's what you kind of want. So, legs done. Then I pick chest plate. What do I want for a chest plate? And this is where I use the reference sometimes on the box, just to see what kind of options they've used. Should we go for the old Aquila? we'll just go for an Aquila, because you're not going to see much of his chest piece anyway, mainly because of the assault weapon that's going to be in his hand. So get the chest piece off there, and the back doesn't really matter, they're all more or less the same. Power pack, kind of want I don't want a new power pack, so we'll go for this one here. It is a new. Am I showing you it there? Where's my other hand? Yeah, there. That one with the little line and the two buttons, I think you call them. I'm not sure. But so that's the power pack. Head. Oh wow. This is where I look at the guide. They've just used a bog standard head, it seems. Well, one with little points on it, or pins as they call them. I think I'm going to go for a Corvus one, which is this, because they give you quite a few Corvus ones, so we're going to go for this guy. Wow, that really doesn't want to focus, does it? So we'll go for this guy. That's quite decent. And then we'll give him some grenades, and this is good because this set, I don't think there's any other sets now that give you a frag grenade and a crack grenade. I don't know if you can see that. It's so small and tiny, but they give you one of each on there. You don't have to, it's just for aesthetics. And we will give him a purity seal somewhere, probably on his leg somewhere or something like that, or on his shoulder pauldron, which leads us on to the shoulder pauldrons. I'm not really too fussed about them. But I think we'll go for one with the pins on. That kind of fits in with the feel of it. Remember, it's on the left shoulder normally. You can put them on both shoulders or whichever shoulder you'd like, but we're going to do that. We're going to have the kind of spiky one on the left shoulder. It's mainly as an arm guard to protect your left arm if you're firing, because that would probably get hit first if you're standing. If you're not standing directly forward, you're standing on your side. That would, yeah. Anyway, it's all in the White Dwarf and the Codex and things like that about the reasons why. So we've done those. Now we'll go for the arms to hold the weapon and the weapon itself, which is here. And then we'll want some arms. Now I can't really. So you need a right-handed arm, which is one of these ones. I'm not sure whether most of these are the same, so I'm just going to cut out a couple of them to give us options. And then you want a left-handed arm to hold the weapon underneath the barrel or the grip, whatever you want to call it. So we've got the arms done. We've got the shoulder pads. Well, they're in that kind of fashion, and that's pretty much all we've got to build a Space Marine. I might do another video where I do just a normal Space Marine or something like that, but this is just for a grab gun Space Marine, just because I want to make the squad have it with with one of these new weapons. Probably be worth you buying another tactical squad kit bash, this one or even the stern guard, because you do get a lot of extra pieces. So that's the clipping stage done. I'm going to keep them at about 15 minutes, these videos, so as not to keep you for 20 minutes or half an hour or something. I think that's a bit too long. So join me in part 2, should say number part 2, where I move on to the next stage, which should be just model clear up with the knife and filing, and hopefully we'll get on to gluing.
Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.